Hey coaches, welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip. Today we're going to be talking duo again. I posted some things on my Football Talk with Coach Chip Facebook page, and I put some things out there on Twitter/X about this duo series that I did several months ago, maybe a year ago even. And I just kind of put it out there because I'd had some people talking to me about it, so I made it available. It's totally free. It is a complete duo package. And I had some questions come up, and I made the comment in the tweet of the post that there's more than one way to do it because, I'm always watching video. I'm always breaking down film. And I noticed that I never would have guessed that what Michigan is doing right here in the bottom right-hand corner is duo, but it was on a duo teaching video. And I got to looking at it, and if you look at just the blocking, you'd think maybe it's wide zone. But when you watch the backfield action right here, you can tell that it's duo, and the fact that it was on a duo teaching video, and that I found on YouTube. And then I went and did some research with some other sites and made some phone calls and talked to some coaches and some high school guys and read what college guys and pro guys had written about it. And it's calls. They make calls just like any offensive line. And there's more than one way to block power, more than one way to block counter, more than one way to block inside zone, outside zone, wide zone, mid zone. And there's more than one way to block duo. And you got to suit it to your kids. You got to suit it to your personnel. And it's not that there's a right or a wrong way to do it. There's a right way for you to do it. Those of you that have seen the way that I block zone understand now why I eventually evolved toward duo, because I was doing it kind of like that anyway with the way we did the combo double teams. That's the way the best way I learned to block it. And then I started evolving to the duo and understood how flexible what a Swiss Army knife duo can be, okay? Now, folks, right now, click the thumbs up button. It doesn't cost you anything. You're not going to get a deluge of emails from Football Talk with Coach Chip. There is no Football Talk with Coach Chip. It's me. Okay, I don't have a team. I don't pay anybody on the side to send out emails. If you get an email from me, it's because you've emailed me. Okay, and I've even had people that I send stuff to that say, "Hey, take me off your list." I said, "Okay, cool." It just makes my life easier anyway. And it's nothing. All it does is help Football Talk with Coach Chip. It doesn't hurt you at all. So if you enjoy or you're getting something out of my channel here, the Coach Chip channel with Football Talk with Coach Chip, then help me out. You're not paying anything. And so all it takes is you to move that little cursor, boom, adjust your mouse, click on the thumbs up, help me out. If you're doing that, you might as well click on subscribe. Again, it doesn't cost anything. And you won't even be alerted when I post new content unless you hit the bell. The bell will alert you, and you'll get an alert. Hey, Coach Chip put something new up. So let's do that and help me out. But if you'll do that and send a screenshot to me that you've done it, I'll send you the entire duo package. Free, gratis, pro bono, whatever term you want to use. My son-in-law calls it free, Free, 98. Okay, and I will not even charge you the 98 cents. It's totally free. I'll email it to you. It's multiple collection of videos. It's not this. It goes in deep detail, telling you everything, showing you drills of how you can put duo in and use duo in your offensive attack. Okay? Now, real quick, I wanted to show you this. These are the duo blocking rules. This is the Notre Dame clip I'm going to show you in just a little bit. And here's the diagram showing you how Notre Dame blocks it. You can see that is where it gets its name, duo, as in two double teams, okay, at the point of attack. Sometimes you can get 3 double teams, and you'll see that in the package if you will just share the channel to your friends, to your coaching buddies, put it on your social media. Say, hey, y'all, check this out. This is some pretty good stuff this guy puts out there. He's kind of goofy, but it's good stuff that applies to most teams and most coaches. And this is how you Notre Dame blocked it. And then the Michigan clip is one that's a little bit different. They got some kind of call they're making Because me, and I'll say this in the video, we'd have doubled right here. Okay? But whether it was a personnel thing based on what Iowa did, whether it was a matchup thing, Coach Sharon said, my right guard can block that shade. He can block that one eye. Don't need any help. Okay? Or maybe it was going to make this guy fit here when he sees everybody doing this. I don't know. Okay? I'm not in the meeting room with them. Hey, that's enough of me running my head. We're almost 6 minutes in. Let's get to the video and let's see how Notre Dame and Michigan block duo. All right? All right, coaches, let's look at this. We're going to look at two clips, Notre Dame and Michigan. This one's versus a basic even front. You can see right here we got, I guess you'd call it a 6. It's not a 7. Okay, and it's not a 9, so we'll call this a 6. I don't know what, or an 8, some people would call it. This is a 3. Here's a 2I, and here's a 5. All right, it's duo right. Now remember, you got to look at it this way. If you're looking at it from zone point of view, it's a backward zone because everybody's responsible for the gap to their left. If you're looking at it as a power without a puller, okay, then it works out perfect because everybody's got backside gap on power. So we're looking at it right. So it's same side, and a lot of duo is same side right here. Now what the running back is looking for, okay, is to bang this A gap by reacting to this linebacker and this play side combo right here. If it's not there, he's looking to bounce because all these guys want to do is cover. All right, first off, let's talk rules, okay? All right, remember this. All right, and by the way, I've linked the 3-part video series about duo in the description below. Go back there. It tells you exactly how to block it in great detail. Everybody's got the gap to their left to begin with. So, and plus he's the end man on the line of scrimmage right here as far as offense goes. He's got turnout on this 5. He's got one basic rule. Don't get beat across your face, period. Okay? That's his rule. His rule, gap to your left, 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 left. He's in man. Same thing, don't get beat inside. Don't let him cross your face. You got to fight to get your ass right there. Now, since everybody's got that gap to their left, if nothing is in your gap, you look to build a double team with your lineman, your teammate, to your right or to the play side. Since this is duo right here, they're going to look to build a double team. See, nothing's in his gap right here. So he's going to look to build a double team with his buddy right here. What's his rule? Anything in your gap. Well, this guy's a 2I. He's in your gap. Boom. That's your dude right there. Okay. You're going to combo to this backside backer. Okay, that's their rule. All right. Now, what's his rule? Gap to my left because it's duo right. Anything in that gap? Nope. So he looks to build a double team with his teammate to his play side, in this case, the right. This guy. What's his rule? Something in my gap. I'm responsible for that left gap because it's duo right. Something's there. Boom, double team. And you communicate. You got calls. Some coaches go ace, deuce, tray. Some use, like the one coach I talked to uses the Greek alphabet, alpha, beta, gamma. Okay. And it can be whatever you want it to be. It can be whatever your kids come up with. All right, his job right here, don't let him cross your face. His job right here, don't let him cross your face. And if he does, wash him. And then the back makes you right. Okay, let's look. Boom, see? Nothing in his gap, so he's going to build a double team. Got something in his gap, looking to build a double team. Look, this guy's slanting away. He's not going to chase him necessarily. That linebacker, we didn't have to come off on the backside linebacker, did we? Okay? Because this guy came right up in here and he pinned himself. He blocked himself. Boom. Right there. And so did this linebacker here. That is a good duo play. That's a good football play. All right, look. He gets in here. He gets right in here. You get a double here, which turns into a wash, pinning this guy here. You get a double here. You get a wash, pinning this guy here. There's no more linebacker. This safety right now is one-on-one with number 3 in a hurry. Good football play. All right, let's look at another one. All right, now this is a totally different approach. I do not know, I don't pretend to know what they're doing. You saw right there, this backer is going to come out here. He's going to come in here. So you got gap, 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 okay? I don't know who they expected to get this gap. I do not know. But now Iowa plays good football. Iowa, there's a lot of jokes been made about the media in 2023 about them because their offense is atrocious. But their defense is pretty daggum good. How good is their defense? They won 10 football games with one of the worst offenses in the country. That's a good defense. Kirk Ferentz does a great job up there. He's an underrated football coach, in my opinion. And if he had the talent other people have and was located at a different school, there's no telling he could be the GOAT. All right, now, that's enough of my editorializing. Rules don't change. Same rule. We're talking about duo. It's going to be duo right. Let's watch it. Then we'll go back and break it down. Boom, right there, duo right. And that's an immediate bounce. Okay. So the rules still say the same. He's got to get this guy. He's got the gap to his left, gap to his left, gap to his left, gap to his left. Turn out. Now on this one, they get a fold call. This guy, now I think if this guy was more out here, he would get the backer, and then he would do like a J block on a power. Because remember, at its core, duo is power without a puller. So Michigan takes a different approach this time. It looks more like, because if I saw this just in the course of a game, I would think that was, just the blocking up front would tell me they're blocking stretch left or wide zone left. But that's not what they're doing because the ball is handed off right here. So this is what tells me it's duo right. But what they do, it's some kind of call. And this kind of thing where you would love to, drink a beer with the O-line coach. Coach, was it Sharon? He does a great job with his O-line at Michigan. I think they've won the Joe Moore 2 years in a row, 21 and 22. I would double here and lock it. Just me. And then you got a great angle here, great angle here, great angle here, right? So all that's great angles. But I would double here and lock it. You say, why? Because I don't need to come off to this backer because I'm folding with the sniffer right here and turning out with this tackle. But I mean, the play works for them. I'm just saying the way I would do it to keep it consistent with the rules, how I do duo. But what they do is everybody goes gap left. And I really don't know what he's gapping to. Again, I don't purport to know more than their coach. I can assure you. Let's look. See, he just goes straight there. Was it a miscall by the line? Is it just something that they saw that this is the way they want to block it? Because it works fine. You'll see. See how that right there from here over looks like wide zone left. Okay, from here over. But I don't, and the play works. Again, this goes back because I've been talking with some coaches. What do you mean there's different approaches? It's like anything. Anything in offense, everybody's got their own approach. And so it's not the kind of thing you're going to argue with. That's one thing I never understood. I'm a big wing T guy, have been for many years, but I never was that wing T guy that said, there's only one way to do it. That's not buck. That's not belly. That's not true. Quit it, guys. I mean, it's like if you go to a collection of world-class chefs and give them all the same dish, say, prepare for me whatever. Prepare for me a pot of chili. You're going to have different recipes And you're probably, since they're world-class chefs, let's say you got 5 world-class chefs, you're going to have 5 pots of chili that are pretty dadgum good, all made differently. We're talking major college football, FBS, Michigan, for crying out loud. 2-time Joe Moore Award winner, Michigan's O-line and O-line coach. Running it a little different than you saw Notre Dame's line on the previous clip. It doesn't matter what works for you. Season to taste. Quit arguing over stuff that doesn't matter. Boom. See the bounce back. Very good. Okay, guys, that's it for this episode of Football Talk with Coach Chip. Remember what I said in the beginning. Be sure to click on the thumbs up button for this video. And also, please subscribe if you're not already subscribing. It doesn't cost you a cockeyed thing. Remember to tell all your friends about Football Talk with Coach Chip, especially if you like it. If you don't like it, like I like to tell you, keep your mouth shut. Okay? And don't forget, we got the freebies, and I'm just trying to help you out. I wish I'd have had this. We'd had internet back in the 80s when I was first starting out in the mid 80s, because it was just so hard to get to clinics back then. They didn't have all the big ones nearby, and we didn't have the money down there in South Alabama to pay for it. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know such a thing existed until about 1990 or so, or 91, 92. These are, remember, if you'll share this, I will send you the Duo presentation, not this, the complete presentation, slideshow, videos, the whole 9 yards. Got the drills, how we teach the combo double team, all that. Also available from Football Talk with Coach Chip for our subscribers. So remember, take a screenshot of you subscribing. Also, take a screenshot of you sharing it if you're already a subscriber. And you say, well, I've already shared it. Share it again. Cockeyed, I share it several times a month. But these are all, and there's more to it than this. We've got a ton of freebies. All you got to do is contact me at at siegel.chip@gmail.com. I'm at Coach Chip on Twitter, X, /X. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget our publications, my 3 books, manuals. I got my big book of bucks, my playbook, and also the most recent publication I did. I'll send it to you via email to come as a Google slide. My offensive line manual for gap scheme blocking. Everybody tells me it's good stuff. I know I spent a long time putting it together, a lifetime of coaching, but also several months of putting this together, and this thing has taken off. I bet I've sold dang near several hundred, over 500, but not 1,000 copies of it. And that ain't bad for an old country boy coach from South Alabama. And you can get all of them for $60. Each one is $30. This one here, if you're a gap scheme, I highly recommend it. It's good stuff. It really is. Okay, it's 124 pages of detailed explanations, diagrams, pictures, and videos detailing the gap down backer blocking scheme that's used from rec league 10 and under teams all the way up, as you can see right here in the picture, all the way up to the NFL, the highest competition of football. Okay, so for more info about the books, about the freebies, hit me up at siegel.chip@gmail.com, or hey, the Facebook page Football Talk with Coach Chip is exploding. It's every day, 4 or 5 more people coming onto it. I don't know why, but go over there to that. I post things on there. Other coaches, a ton of other coaches that post good stuff on there, and because it's open to anything football related. If you go on there and you see something that shouldn't be there, hit me up, because I'm trying to keep it cleaned up. All right? So until next time, be elite.